What's going on? I settled down in the van's open doorway. As a rule, Tuck didn't keep normal hours. Still, this was late even for him.
I meant to call earlier. Kala and I were away at an auction.
Who's Kala?
She's not why I called.
His voice tensed.
It's about your mom.
I closed my eyes and prayed that the months of waiting and not knowing had come to an end.
She took the plea agreement. 9 months. Federal prison. Art forgery.
The air bottled up in my lungs released. Finally. So she decided not to risk going to trial.
Didn't have much choice. It could have been a lot worse.
You're right about that. Even the thought of jail terrified me. I still don't understand how Mom got herself into this situation. She knows what's legal and what isn't. Tuck was silent for a moment.
Edie, I need you to come home.
I'd love to see you, but I'm camped out in the Berkshires doing a flea market this weekend.
Your internship at the auction house is over, right?
Yeah, last week. A sick feeling knotted in my chest. He was up to something.
I didn't mind helping your mom, but that doesn't mean I can do everything on my own. Plus, I have the gardens and my African violets.
As he rambled on about retirement and his latest horticultural ventures, thoughts of the longtime family business seeped into my mind. Scandal Mountain Fine Arts and Antiques. For decades, collectors and dealers had flown in and driven up to Northern Vermont to buy from us. Famous artists had held court in the shop and camped out in the spare bedrooms. I vividly remembered racing home from grade school to watch my grandparents unbox their latest finds. Primitive paintings, folk art carvings, etched powder horns. So many stunning pieces created by master artisans. History and beauty melding together. I thought of the warmth and strength of Grandma's hands, and the scent of Grandpa's corduroy jacket, beeswax, lemon oil, and damp humus. But along with success came rivals and trouble, and the plane crash that killed my grandparents. After that, Mom took over the business. She was hopelessly inept. It had been nearly 3 years since I'd lived at home and attempted to work for her. One of her lapses had culminated in my arrest for selling stolen property. Thank you very much, Mom. Tuck cleared his throat, pulling me from my thoughts.
There's this appraisal event coming up, an antiques roadshow sort of deal. The shop's under contract to be there, but it's going to be hard to pull off without your mom's expertise. I really could use your help.
I can't believe they'd want any of us there. Mom's arrest has been in the news for months.
It's here in Scandal Mountain. Will you do it? Please.
I rubbed a hand over my face. I was good at saying no, but this was Tuck, and he rarely asked for anything. All right, when is it?
Tomorrow. Actually, today. It is after midnight.
You've got to be kidding. I'm 5 hours away.
That's why I called now. It's on the village green, 10 o'clock sharp.
He hung up. I stared at the phone, then laughed. Tuck, the slick bastard. He'd purposely called at the last minute so I wouldn't have time to wiggle out of the deal, and I'd fallen for it hook, line, and sinker. And that definitely wasn't normal for me. Chapter 2. The village of Scandal Mountain was nestled in the foothills of Mount Mansfield, about an hour north of Burlington, east of St. Albans, and just south of the Canadian border. In the Victorian era, it was a thriving community thanks to the logging industry. Then, as its wealth diminished, so did the village. But it was on the rise again, with organic farms, quaint homes, and artsy storefronts drawing new families and, more recently, tourists searching for an old-fashioned sense of home. It was the ideal spot for an antique business to thrive. Or at least it should have been. I yawned for the 65th time in the last 2 miles, then tapped the van's brakes, slowing as I neared the village. In retrospect,